failed me.
What are you talking about?
No more lies.
Hello and welcome to another special episode of Superhero Club, your go-to show for all things comic book inspired on Prime Video. I'm your host, Stephanie Williams. Before we get too far in, please like this video and subscribe to our channel if you want more superhero content like this. Today, let's delve into the chaotic world of the Seven, the supposed cream of the crop, and Vought's superhero roster. Despite Vought's relentless promotion of them as the epitome of heroism, the Seven seem to struggle to maintain a full team. It's almost comical how they've rarely managed to assemble the full Seven throughout the seasons of the Prime Video series. Leading up to season 4, Vought spun tales of their absences, citing stints in rehab or covert missions, but the truth remained elusive. So, who's in, who's out, and what's the story behind their perpetual instability? Let's find out. The story begins in the first season of The Boys. We are introduced to the Seven, touted as the top superhero group in the world. Initially, the team consists of Homelander, Queen Maeve, Noir, A-Train, Translucent, and The Deep, with one spot left unfilled. Promptly, Starlight takes his position, completing the prestigious 7-member team. We find Homelander at the helm of the Seven. He is the most powerful supe on the planet, but deeply unstable, and his darker side soon becomes apparent and will have a recurring impact on the Seven's ability to maintain a full roster. Queen Maeve is a seasoned member of the Seven, which means she's been around long enough to experience the toll it takes being on the same team as a supe like Homelander. There's also Black Noir, introduced as the silent, deadly enforcer for Vought and Homelander. A-Train, the fastest man alive, his addiction to Compound B puts his membership with the team at risk. He also suffers from a heart attack, which almost brings the Seven down from 7 members to 6 members at that time. Then there's the newest recruit, Starlight, who quickly becomes disillusioned with the Seven's corruption shortly after joining them. By the end of the season, she remains a member but is secretly allied with Huey and the boys, aiding them in their fight against Vought. Next up is Translucent, a suit with the power of invisibility. He is captured and killed by the boys when they implant a bomb inside him. His death takes the Seven down to 6 members by the end of episode 2. And last but not least, The Deep, a narcissistic and shallow supe, despite his aquatic powers, faces public disgrace after sexually assaulting Starlight. He is removed from the Seven and sent to Sandusky, Ohio, where he begins his attempt at redemption with the Church of the Collective. The departure of The Deep by episode 7 brings the Seven from 6 members down to 5 members. At the end of season 1, with Translucent dead and The Deep off in Ohio, the Seven are that in name only, with just 5 active members on their roster. In the second season, the Seven's roster remains unpredictable, reflecting the unstable state of Homelander's mind. His descent into insanity is intertwined with his complicated partnership with the newest member of the Seven, Stormfront. Their relationship brings a new level of disorder to the team dynamics. Homelander becomes fixated on asserting dominance and control, leading to an escalation of his tyrannical behavior, which overshadows his relationship with his son, Ryan, who becomes just a pawn in his struggle for power. With Stormfront's arrival, Homelander's madness finds a chilling counterpart, creating a volatile mix within the Seven. Stormfront arrives at the beginning of the season, making the team a total of 6. Initially presented as a rebellious and contemporary figure, Stormfront's true colors emerge, revealing her as a white supremacist and Nazi, originally known as Liberty in Vought's early days. Starlight and Queen Maeve, alongside other members, engage in a fierce battle against her and her twisted agenda. But in a dramatic turn of events, Stormfront faces severe injuries inflicted by Homelander's son Ryan during the finale. The revelation of her Nazi ties to the public sees the Seven reduced to 5 members as the season concludes. Queen May takes a more active stand against Homelander, eventually teaming up with Starlight and the boys. They use footage from a plane crash in season 1 to leverage against him. Although Queen Maeve helps the boys, she remains on the team. Black Noir's vulnerability is revealed, a severe allergy to tree nuts, which Maeve exploits during a fight, leaving him incapacitated and almost bringing the team down another member. Starlight continues her covert work against Vought, stealing Compound V and exposing its secrets while strengthening her bond with Huey, but she still remains a member of the Seven. Meanwhile, A-Train faces his own crisis after a heart attack caused by Compound V at the end of season 1. His spot in the Seven is threatened by Shockwave, a new speedster. The Church of the Collective becomes pivotal in his bid to reclaim his place, but if A-Train would have lost his membership, the Seven would have at least had an immediate replacement, keeping their members at 5. In the 3rd season, Homelander faces new challenges within Vought and from the boys, like Starlight being named co-captain of the Seven, a blow to Homelander's fragile ego. With Storefront out of the picture, the Seven finishes their search for a new member by way of a superhero competition called American Hero, bringing the former boy band member Supersonic on board. The Deep also manages to find his way back on the team at Homelander's request. The Seven briefly return, having 7 members for the first time since the 1st season. The Deep also carries out an important mission for Homelander, killing the vice president nominee, Lamar Bishop. However, Supersonic doesn't last long. Homelander kills him after discovering Supersonic was working with Starlight, bringing the Seven back down to 6 members by the end of episode 4. The remaining members of the Seven continue dealing with their personal troubles, some of which lead to the team going down in members. A-Train struggles with his identity after receiving a heart transplant from Blue Hawk, a racist superhero he killed. If A-Train didn't receive the transplant, the Seven would have been at risk of losing yet another member. Starlight takes a stronger stance against Vought, eventually leaving the Seven and denouncing the group by the end of episode 6 during a live stream at Herogasm, which leaves the Seven with only 5 remaining active members. Black Noir's tragic backstory and deep trauma are explored in this season, resulting in Homelander disemboweling Noir and taking the Seven down to 4 members. Queen May continues her resistance, playing a crucial role in the final confrontation of the season when she sacrifices herself to save others. Despite what Vought told the public, Maeve doesn't actually die. Instead, she leaves with Elena to start a happier life together, leaving the team with only 3 active members. At the start of season 4, the Seven has 4 active members instead of 3. This is a surprise as the previous season ended with only Homelander, A-Train, and the Deep remaining on the team. The 4th member is a new character in the Black Noir suit. Unlike the previous Noir, this new member is talkative and can fly, but struggles with narcolepsy, making him less efficient as an assassin. By the end of the 2nd episode, the Seven grows to 6 members with the addition of 2 new suits, Sister Sage, aka Sage, and Firecracker. Sage, a former member of the Teenage Kicks, is known as the most intelligent person in the world and is personally recruited by Homelander. Initially reluctant to join, she changes her mind after Homelander agrees to consider her plans and advice for gaining control over the government. Firecracker, a gun enthusiast, popular conspiracy theorist, podcaster, and a special guest of TruthCon who can create sparks with her hands, also joins the Seven. Despite her failure to carry out certain tasks assigned by Sage, she still gains membership to the team, and she eventually wins over Homelander with his favorite drink. The newfound stability in the Seven is short-lived as personal agendas disrupt the team's harmony. A-Train, struggling with his own identity as a superhero, becomes an ally to the boys and secretly leaks information about Sage's plans, causing Homelander's trust in her to waver. Firecracker seizes the opportunity created by the distrust to become Homelander's new advisor, leading to the dismissal of Sage from the team and bringing the Seven down to 5 members. Subsequently, A-Train flees the country after the Deep and Black Noir discover his betrayal. The season ends with Sage's return, revealing that her grand scheme is not yet over, bringing the Seven back to 5 members and securing Homelander's total control over the team and the country. And that concludes a special episode of Superhero Club. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I'm your host, Stephanie Williams. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more episodes of Superhero Club. And remember, you can now check out all 4 seasons of The Boys streaming only on Prime Video.